second class in personality development. How many of you heard me earlier? Any of the courses? Oh, quite a few. Very good number. Good. Which course? Communication skill. Any other courses? Only on communication skill. Good. This course is personality development, right? And you just finished? Just finished what? Yoga. What is the connection between these two? Yoga is and personality development is okay. Once you develop, what will happen to you? Okay. And then if you develop and further you develop, where you will reach? I am basically a mathematician. My PhD is in mathematics. Whenever we develop something or increase something, we will tend to infinity. That's what mathematics. So once you develop personality and reaches your personality to infinity, what you will become? You will become supreme personality. Who is supreme personality? Supreme personality is God himself, right? So once you develop your personality and reach to the supreme level, you yourself will become God. So the aim of personality development is to reach closer to God. And what is yoga? You said you are learning yoga, right? When you reach into this room, there are few boards here. What is the first board? Read louder. Loud. Yama, not Yama, Yama. Yama, Niyama. Turn your face and then read. Asana, Pranayama, then okay, few steps, forget about the rest. Now in yoga, you are doing yama, niyama, asana or next. What is that you are doing? You do pranayama and you do asana. But you don't do these two, first one and second one. So yoga is not, you are not learning the whole yoga steps. There are 8 steps for yoga and that is what is explained here. There are 8 steps for yoga. 8 boards will be there explaining this. Ultimately, samadhi, starting from yama, you will reach up to samadhi. You will die. Samadhi is what? Samadhi is what? Leaving the body. So your mind will go from body. Your brain will not work. If you take electroencephalogram of your brain, when you do some activity, it starts vibrating because brain is working. But you will reach in a level, you can do activity, but your brain will not work. That will happen when you drive your car, your scooter. First, when you start learning the business of driving, your mind will work a lot. You will wonder where is clutch, where is brake, what to do and all that. But once you become an expert driver, your mind will not work, your brain will not work, you will just drive. You don't have to think what is that you are doing. Automatically it happens. When you are walking, you are not thinking where you are walking, when you is in your house. But when you go outside, an unknown place, your mind will start working. So a stage in which you will know everything in this world and you become expert in everything, then you can do anything in this world without making your brain working. Who can do that? Only God can do that. So when you reach in the yoga steps at the end, samadhi, you will reach closer to God and you will do everything without straining your brain, without even knowing that you are doing it. You will not know. When you are breathing, are you knowing that you are doing? Unknowingly you breathe. But you should know that you are breathing. That's why pranayama is given. Pranayama is just to tell you that you are breathing. Make you aware of breathing and then forget about breathing. First you should aware and then forget about it. If you want to clean a glass of water, you should know that's something wrong with that water. First learn that something wrong with that. Then only you feel like cleaning it. At your house, if you want to clean, once you should feel that there is something wrong with your house. It needs to be clean. So your consciousness of doing things is first, and then make your consciousness aware that you need not know this, still you can do things. Yogasana is generally heard as yoga, but that is only one step. There are many more steps to do. So just somebody was sharing, one of the participants was sharing on your experience of Swamiji's talk. So asana will take care of your body. A person as a holistic person, when you wanted to develop your personality, not just developing your body will give you a good personality. Somebody feels Amitabh Bachchan have got good personality. He is much taller. Somebody feels that Salman Khan is better muscles. Looks very cute. Then personality is better. Body is essential. But up to the level where it does not become sick, at the end of the day you should not feel tired. For these two purposes you must maintain your body, not beyond that. You must be able to do job and don't get tired very fast. This is very essential. And mind is much more important than body. Mind is always much more tired than body. Body can sustain for 2-3 days without sleep. No problem, it can work. It can survive without any food for 7 days. No problem. But your mind cannot. 8 o'clock, the mind says breakfast. Exactly 1 o'clock, even though you are not feeling hungry, the mind will tell you have to eat. If you are busy with some job, you will forget taking food. Because your body do not demand when the mind is active in something else. So yoga in total is taking care of your body and mind together. Sometimes you cannot control your mind, body can be controlled. So through body you can control your mind. Through body you can control your mind, that's possible. Some practices which is given in yoga, for example pranayama, is a good exercise for controlling mind. Indirectly. Directly you cannot control mind. What will happen when you get angry? What happens to your body? Automatically from the stomach the fire will start burning, acidity will start increasing, adrenaline will start form, you will have lot of reactions inside the body, inside stomach it starts firing really, and then your nose will start trembling, the cheeks will start trembling, and then it will become reddish, and sometime your hand also will start acting. If you cannot, your legs will start acting on the ground. It happens, automatically the mind will start giving reactions to the body. So assume the body, lot of reactions happens, that means chemistry is formed, lot of chemical reactions happening, and what is the fuel for the chemical reactions? The first fuel is oxygen. Anything which happens in body requires oxygen. So what will happen? You will have to take a lot of breath inside. How do you take breath inside? If you do not know how to take breath, generally you take 200 to 300 ml instead of taking 5000 ml. Your lungs are capable of taking more, but generally we don't, because we have no practice of taking deep breath. If you don't know how to pump a cycle pump, what you will do? You will go on pumping. If you know how to pump, you will take the piston up and then push once. So many of us doesn't know how to breathe. We will just breathe out, breathe in very fast. How many times? Normally, it is expected that a good healthy body should take breath 15 to 18 times. But what happens when you get angry? Because you don't know how to take breath inside totally, you will start increasing the speed in which you will take breath. The frequency will increase. That's why when you get angry, your breathing rate will increase. You will breathe 40 times. And there is an animal which breathes 40 times, that is dog. That's why when somebody gets angry, you will say, don't bark like a dog. That's the first reaction you will give. Because automatically, as you breathe, your character also will change. You will, like a dog, you will start barking. So, not to get angry, what is to be done? If you don't have to become a dog while getting angry, if you don't have to react like this, you must tell your body, even though the mind says it needs, or the body demands for a lot of oxygen, you take a deep breath. When you get angry, take a deep breath. What will happen? Lot of oxygen will go inside, chemical reactions will happen, and if at all there is some toxins get formed, that toxin is what is burning your stomach. That toxin will get cleaned out. But if you start pouring, assume there is a fire, you pour little bit of water and afterwards some more water. Will the fire will get put off? You have to put water all on a sudden, right? So the only way to cool your angry is to put lot of air so that the chemical reactions will go and it will get clean. To clean a burden, you cannot pour little bit of water and then rinse it. You will put lot of water and then rinse it once in a while. So it's essential to push lot of oxygen inside. If you don't know and assume the body demands and you practice taking deep breath once, your life you have never practiced taking deep breath. But only when you get angry, because oxygen is required, you take a deep breath. That will be your last breath. That's what when people get angry, they get heart attack. When they are either in depression or pressure more, when you are in a hurry, when you are in angry, when you eat more curry, all this happens. Therefore, it's essential to practice good breathing practices so that whenever you get angry, you know how to control it. Whenever you are in tension, you know how to control it. Whenever you are in a hurry, you know how to control it. So it's essential to practice good breathing practice. What happens? Automatically your mind will get controlled. So almost all the steps what you learn in your yogasana is also to control your mind. Sharira manaso yoga parasparamanu prajet adhara adheya bhavena taptajya khadayoriva. Anything understood? Wonderful. Indians will not understand this. Sharira manaso yoga. Sharira body. Manas mind. Manas and Sharira are related. Yoga. There also the word yoga comes. Yoga means union, joining. Both will join. Where? Or both are related. How? Sharira manaso yoga paraspara manubrajet. They are related to each other. How? As a cold burden and a hot oil. If cold burden you put hot oil, the burden will get heated up. If you do the other way, the burden will get cooled down when you put in a hot burden cold oil. Therefore, the mind gets heated up, body will react in entirely different style. I give an example. Assume you have severe cold. Your body is not very good. Even though the lecture is interesting, your body will say, no, I cannot tolerate this lecture. So boring. The reason is your body is having some problem. Severe headache for you. Because you don't practice generally yogasana, sitting too hours or 1 hour in the class will give you little bit of tiredness, some headache. Then this lecture comes. Lecture is so boring. What will happen? Your headache will increase. But assume the lecture is interesting, then you will forget about headache. After 8:30 the headache will come again back. Anything interesting, the body know how to adjust. Anything not interesting, the body know how to make it intolerable. So it's essential for you to adjust the body and the mind. Wherever body will not support you, mind has to get adjusted. Wherever the mind will not get adjusted, you should get adjust the body so that you can live happily. So body is essential. Mind is essential. Manas is essential to be clean. Body cleaning people know how to do that. You will take bath and all the pancha indriyas will be cleaned once you wash your face itself. All panchindriyas are here. That's why morning itself, as soon as you get up, what is to be done? The traditional Bharatiya Shastra says clean your face. Why? Only face, why not leg? You can start asking this question. The reason why the face is prescribed to be cleaned is because once you wash your face, eye, first Panchindriya, second, third, fourth and skin, fifth. All the indriyas will get cleaned. And automatically when you clean your face, because you don't have a face shower at your home, automatically you will use your hand. So hand also will be clean. And leg also you clean. These are the procedures to get clean. So once you clean your leg, hand and face, your body is totally clean. Because hand represents your whole body. The hand represents your whole body and leg also gives you a lot of energy. So it's essential for you to clean your body first and energize the body. How do you energize the body? Just rub your hands once and then rub your eyes once. That's a simple procedure to energize. The another way is to just clap. But at home you can't clap. No? The best way is to just energize your body like this. So once you rub your hands, your whole body will get energized. And mind also should feel that you are doing something with the hand. You should tell your mind that the hand is important to you. How do you tell your hand your mind is important to you? Or your hand is important to you to the mind? Both are required. How do you say that? Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamadye Saraswati, Karamule Sthita. Both versions are there, Govinda and Gauri. That's why I stopped there. Why do you put a gentleman in front of two ladies? Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamadye Saraswati, Karamule Sthita Gauri, Prabhate Karadarshanam. This itself is good personality development. The morning chanting, realizing what is that you want in your life? Happiness. Money makes you happy. Right? No? Happiness will not come directly. That only mad people will get happiness directly without doing anything. They'll just smile at everything. Once you get money, you become happy. Once you get education, you become happy. Once you get Shakti, you will become happy. Shakti can come with the fame. Shakti can come with when you are having lot of contacts. All that is possible. So once you have money, Vasate, Lakshmi, Karamadye Saraswati, you have knowledge, learn, earn and fame will give you happiness. These are the only three ways to become happy in this world. No direct happiness. Once you leave this also, you will become happiness. Once you can live without this also, you will become happiness. Once you can leave this, you will become happiness. But once you have to leave, you should have, Therefore, you should have first. And you should have always desire to become higher and higher, more and more. A good personality comes only when you have desire. You should never get satisfied in this world. You are listening all negative things from me. Never get satisfied, but be very happy in this world. Once you get satisfied, you will never improve in your life. I should always feel I should get higher promotion. I should always feel I should make more money. I should always feel that I should learn more. If I don't have a desire to learn, if I am satisfied with whatever degree I have, then your permanent head is damaged. PhD will come. That's the end of people. Once you take PhD, your permanent head is damaged. That's what it means. then you will not learn anything in this world. That's what happens to people. But you should never stop there. There are many more subjects to learn. You keep on learning in this world. That's why Vivekananda said, education is for man-making. Education is for man-making. Once you get educated, you will become a real man. Otherwise, you are not man. What is that you are? Pashu, animal. If you don't get educated, education doesn't mean number of degrees or certificates what you get. Knowledge. Both skill as well as theoretical and practical knowledge together. You should have skill and knowledge together. Vijnanam should be there. If you don't have knowledge, if you don't have Vijnanam, you are equal to an animal. So essential to gather lot of knowledge. When you will learn? Only when you are eager to learn. If you are satisfied, you will never learn. So aim for something, then when you reach there, you will be happy. So a personality development means there are many aspects and angles in which you can look at it. One of the aspects is you develop your knowledge. The brain should increase. Your body should become better. Manas should become better. Buddhi should also become better. When you learn, your buddhi will become purified. So give sufficient knowledge to your brain. You cannot do it after 40s. You can only maintain your knowledge. You cannot do it after 20s. Very difficult. The number of words in communication skill class I must have told. The number of words which you can learn up to 6th age is 6,000 words. Another 12 years up to 18 years you can learn another 6,000 words. The whole of life you will learn only 6,000 more. Only 18 to 20,000 words you will know. But if you can increase those number of words into 25,000 to 24,000, you are a better skilled person. Practice it. So every day practice learning little bit. If you don't learn, then you are not going to be human being. Human being is being human. Put a mirror there. So you have to be human. Understand what is a human being is. And what is that he should do? Learn. Have eagerness in understanding. Eagerness in learning every subject what comes in front of you. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maidunani, Samani, Chaitani, Nranam, Pashunam, Nanam Naranam, Adigo Vishesho, Nane Bihina, Pashubis Samana. Aharam, you understand? Nidra, you have sufficient and more. Bhayam, that is also there. Maidunam, sex, that is more. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maidunani, Samani, Chaitani, Nranam, Pashunam. For Pashu is animal, Nranam is human being. For both, this is equal. When the poet wrote this poem, but now it is more for human being. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maidunani, Samani, Chaitani, Nranam, Pashunam. Nanam Naranam Adigo Vishesho. Extra for human being is only knowledge. Why? No animals will sit like this and no animal will give lecture like this. Therefore we are different. That's the only thing. Why you are sitting here? For acquiring some knowledge. So this is the character of human being. And if you sit here and don't understand anything, also animal only. And every day before going to sleep, just ask a question, did I learn anything today? The answer must be yes. If the answer is no, all of you can raise your hand. All of you raise your hand and then take it on to head. Ayyo, you say ayyo. At the end of the day, if you did not learn anything, you should say ayyo and then say, decide which animal you are. You are one of the animals, that's definite. A day you have become an animal. So how many days in your life you will become animal? So that many days you are not human being. So when you ask question, I have 24 years or 40 years, then ask yourself how many years, what animal I was and how many years. And assume a day you feel that I have learned something new, raise your hands, take it back and then pat, well done. Nobody needs to certify that you have learned anything. But you should feel, yes, today my life has become worthful. I have lived like a human being. Then you can count your age by the days you are living. Otherwise, reduce your age by the days you are living. You will become old, but you will never reach into good personality. So personality development is not 5 days course. At the end of your life, every day you improve and you feel, oh, I have learned a little bit more. When small kids will start emotionally feeling so much, when something they don't get, they start crying. When you give something, they start smiling. So what will happen? Emotionally, you start fluctuating a lot. When you grow, when you become matured, what will happen? Emotionally, you should not become straight like this. Then there is no life. You will not fluctuate too much. Yes, if something happens, you will feel sad. And also you will feel happiness. But don't fluctuate too much. Behave like a matured person. That person is matured. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna asks, or Arjuna asks Krishna, when he explains how this emotional control is to be, then he asks how to communicate, how to talk. When you are matured, how do you talk? That's the question which he asks. Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha. How a sthita prajnan will talk? So simple. So if I know how a sthita prajnan will talk, I will act like a sthita prajnan for some time. Then Krishna says, Dukkheshu anudiknamana sukheshu vigataspruha vidaraga bhayakrodha stitatir muniruchyate. What is that you should do? Dukkham, Sugam, Krodham, Sandosham, all that you control. Dukkheshu anudiknamana sukheshu vigataspruha vida raga bhaya krodham. Ragam should not be there. Too much of desire is also a problem. Control your desire. How do you control? Nice mirchi bhaji smell is coming. It's a hot day and nice rain. It feels like eating when you are going there. The manas will tell, eat. Why? The indriya will communicate, mirchi bhaji is there. The nose will tell you mirchi bhaji is origin. Right? No? Now somebody started getting water in the tongue. The next indriya will start communicating to you. This is what I teach in communication skills. The whole indriya will start communicating to the manas will communicate to indriya, indriya will communicate to manas, then the buddhi will communicate to the manas. Dear Shashikumar, don't eat because you ate last week, next day you had severe stomach problem. So mirchi bhaji is not for you, it is not prescribed for you. But then the problem comes, whether I should look and listen to my buddhi or listen to my manas. Lot of confusion will be there. And a sthita prajnan, a matured person will be able to decide what is to be done. Whether you should control your brain or your manas, buddhi or manas. A person will have no confusion. When you will not have confusion? Soon after eating, you will feel, oh, I should not have eaten. Now what will happen? Already it has gone inside. What can be done? You cannot do anything. So Yogasana will teach you how to take it out. If it has not even digested from stomach, you know how to clean your stomach. That process is also there. When I was learning yoga long back, maybe 24 years back, to clean the stomach, we used to eat lot of clothes. Nearly 5-6 meter cloth will be eaten inside. Just swallow it inside and then pull it out. Your stomach will get clean. Because 36 feet, you cannot take the whole 36 feet inside. At least a little bit can be clean. That's how we clean the stomach those days. And there are another methods. Some temple is there in Kerala. You can take real good poison inside a temple and take pradikshina, nearly 40 pradikshina, and your stomach will get clean. Automatically you will vomit. The whole temple is meant for only vomiting. Lot of people will do this exercise. That's a one practice in yoga. You will clean your stomach. Every once in a while cleaning it is very good. So you should know how to control your desire. Otherwise your stomach will become bad. Your food control comes automatically from the mind. What to eat, what not to eat. Most of the people will eat for half-inch tongue. Some people have long tongue, don't worry about it. So the taste of the food is known only the tip of your tongue. The rest of the food has to go 36 feet before pushing it out. And you don't worry about it. If you don't worry about your body and just about the tongue, you can imagine how cruel you are to yourself. So maintaining a good body for a good thought process, food is very, very essential, and it has got a major role to play. There is a nice book which is called You Are What You Eat. The title is Microbiotics. The subject is called Microbiotics. It will tell you what to eat, what not to eat. Or read Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter. Lord Krishna also explains what to eat, what not to eat. Your character is determined by what food you eat. By asking which food you eat, your character can be determined. What sort of food do you eat, that will determine your character. Therefore, food has got lot of bearing on your character, mind. Because your body, whether it gets heated up or cooled, depends on what you eat and what you drink. Lot of water is essential for your body to get cleansed. Oxygen is one, water is another one. When you get angry, drink a little bit of water. If you want to scold somebody, give one glass of water, take one glass of water, and then finishing this, we will scold each other. If still you wanted to scold, take one more glass of water. Until your hot mind becomes cold, you keep on drinking water. Sometimes controlling your mind through a body is also essential. It can be external, it can be internal, both can be practiced. Cleaning your mind is very, very essential, because all your activity is based on the mind. How do you clean your mind? Take little bit of vim powder, nice brush and clean it, or give for dry wash. It will come cleaned back. Your mind, manas, gets input from indriyas. Is it not? All the indriyas gives you input inside the manas. So if the manas cannot be cleaned, clean your indriyas. Put some eye drops, ear drops, nose, clean everything. You will get clean. Indriyas have to be clean. How do you clean your indriya? Our indriya is very, very difficult fellow. Wherever you should not see, your eye will go there only. What is not smell, that only you will smell. What is not to be heard, your ear will go there only. What not to touch, you will touch there. Very difficult indriyas. What not to eat, you will eat that only. Because your mind, manas, cannot control indriya. The input goes from indriya, and indriyas are being controlled by the manas. So you can imagine who has to become master of whom. Very difficult. So essentially, an environment in which you live will suggest you how do you control your indriyas. Good satsang is essential to have a good personality. You should have good people around you. Otherwise, you will become bad. Learning is one and practicing is another one. You will know this is good, this is bad. But soon after you go out, you will see only different life. Ramakrishna is wonderful place. But every place is not like this, right? Then what will happen? You will react in entirely different style. It is essential to practice whatever you learn. It is very difficult to practice whatever you learn. But you do difficult things, then only you will become great. If anything can be done easily, then you are not a great person. Every small fellow does whatever they can. Human beings are greater because they can do different things differently. We are different because we can do different things differently. If as we like we do things, as the environment gives we do things, then we are like animal only. So by knowledge you should grow from animal stage to human being. By behavior we should change from animal to human being. Don't eat whatever you feel like eating. Then think whether this can be eaten, whether there is some problem or not. Start analyzing. The animals will not understand that. They will just eat as it is. But we have to process. Whenever you listen something, every animal will listen, but it does not understand anything. But human being will be able to process and see whether this is good or bad, how to react to it. The reaction will come only from human being. That's why listening is possible only for human being. We should grasp it, make it ours, and practically use it. Use in our life, then only it becomes a Vijnana. But we don't use. We are very bad users. We will learn, but it's only in brain, but not in manas. The education should reach inside your manas. Generally people will use the word by heart. Very good. Knowledge by heart. Inside heart. Translate heart into manas. So whatever you learn gets into manas. Wonderful. But it is generally termed as a blame. This fellow by hearts everything. It's very good. But actually they are meaning not by hearting. They are by-braining. It's a new term. It's not there. Coined by me. So people by-brain things. Therefore they are not able to practice it. One simple example I will give you. How many times you must have taken oath that all Indians are my brothers and sisters? 10,000 times? But when you walk on the MG road, oh, this is my brother, this is my sister. Are you feeling that? Why you don't have that feeling inside? Because you brained that, it has not reached into your manas. And none of them are Pakistanis or Bangladeshi fellows. No Europeans, no American fellows. They are all Indians. But still you don't feel, because you have just vibrated, it has not reached into your heart. Whatever we learn does not reach into heart. Therefore you cannot practice it. If it gets into your heart, you may not get 100% if you write examination. When you write examination, you may not get 100% because it's an activity of brain. Recollect, write and mug it up and then finish it up. You get good marks. But you cannot practice it unless it becomes yours. It should become yours, then you will practice it. There are two fellows in Mahabharata. There are many fellows and there are two famous fellows in Mahabharata. One Dharmaputra and Duryodhana. They are the reason for war. Correct, no? Both Duryodhana and Dharmaputra. Dharmaputra and Duryodhana. One is Dharmaputra, other one is Adharmaputra. Both have taken birth in the same family. Somebody will say, I will do wonderful things in this world, but my family is very bad. If I would have been Sonia Gandhi's son, by now I will become Prime Minister. That any buffalo can become. But not being Prime Minister's daughter and son, you can become Prime Minister, then you are great, right? No? If you have taken birth in a nice family, I will do this, I will do that. That is not great. Not in that family, if you can do something, then you are great. But here, these two fellows who are on the extreme end, one Dharmaputra and Duryodhana, both took birth in the same family. Cousin brothers only, anyway. And they have been, we will say, if I would have been in an international school, my English would have been wonderful, but I have learned in a Malayalam medium. Kerala. That's why my English is like this. You will find fault with your education system. But here, both Dharmaputra and Duryodhana learned in the same class. Same professor taught them. And both Dharmaputra and Duryodhana were good students. Duryodhana also got 100% mark in Dharma Shastra. In the test paper, he wrote everything wonderfully well. Distinction mark. But the problem is, Dharmaputra practiced it, Duryodhana never practiced in his life. So practicing what you learn is important. You will learn, but you never practice in your life. You will know what is to be done, but we will do that only. There is one instance in which Duryodhana was called by his mother, because father can tolerate anybody becoming bad, no problem. But mothers cannot tolerate their kids becoming very bad in their life. They will feel hurt. So the maximum problem or internal tension was there with Gandhari, Duryodhana's mother. So Duryodhana was called once and said, why my son? Why you can't be a good boy? You see your cousin brothers, they are all wonderful. Everybody says they are good, but everybody says you are bad. So even we are telling now, when? After 5,147 years are over, after Duryodhana expired. But still we are telling Duryodhana is bad. Why? He was bad. So how much the mother must have suffered? The mother calls Gandhari and says, why my son, why can't you be a good boy? Duryodhana gives a wonderful answer, by heart this, so that you can justify anything you do wrong in this world. Janami dharmam. Mother, I know what is dharmam. I also learned, I got distinction mark. Nacha me pravritti. I am not able to do that. I know this food is bad, but I am not able to stop eating. I am eating that. Janami dharmam, nacha me pravritti, janami adharmam. I know what is bad, but I am not able to stop doing it. Janami dharmam, nacha me pravritti, janami adharmam, nacha me nivritti. I am not able to stop doing it. That's the translation. Why? Kena api kamena hridistitena yata niyuktosi tata karomi. Kamam, desire is too much in me. And that tells me, do it, I am doing it. I am so it doesn't. I am not doing anything. My mind says, do it, I am doing it. A good personality is a person who can control his desire. Not too much of desire. You should have desire to grow in this world. But keep your desire in your control. Like a flying a kite. How do you fly the kite? You should have a control. If you keep it, then it will never fly. You should have desire and it should fly higher and higher, but control it. Whenever it goes in accident, pull it down. You should know how to fly a kite. Like your desire should be in your control, but allow it to grow. So your body has to be in control, your mind has to be in control, buddhi has to be in control, your manas have to be in control, body, emotional, then intellectual. Body is physical, emotional, intellectual. 3 are over. A personality growth means physically you grow, that automatically people will grow, but grow in proportion. Don't become too fat and too lean. No? Take your weight and see how much you are growing. Give sufficient exercise so that you don't grow laterally, grow horizontally. People grow horizontally, that is what happens. Don't grow too much horizontally. When you vertically stop growing, your horizontal growth also should be stopped. I am like this for last so many years. Same weight, 52 to 50, 62. Never go beyond that. Last 20-25 years I have never visited a doctor for becoming sick. Many of my family members are doctors. They are living on somebody's sickness. So it's essential for you to control your food system, control your body, do sufficient exercise. This is a good exercise, giving lectures. The breathing practice automatically happens. You don't have to take another breathing practice. Because when we talk, we take deep breath, control it and slowly do it. When you are a good musician, you don't have to have another breathing practice. When you talk continuously for every day, I have got few lectures. For last 3-4 years, more than 1500 lectures. A year, more than 500 lectures like this. So automatically breathing practice. So you don't have to do any other breathing practices. And since you do breathing practice in the childhood, when you talk like this for hours together, you will never become sick. You will never fall tired. So body control is essential, physical control is essential, mental control is essential. You should grow your knowledge in every field what you can. My master's degree is in mathematics, PhD is in physics, I have a law degree, I am an MBA scholar, and I have got an MS in psychotherapy and counseling. I have learned psychology, most of the therapies what you have, and a good astrologer and a good Vastu specialist. Age is 42. A scientist in Department of Space. My processing is image processing. Computer science is my field for last 18 years. So do whatever you can do, and most of the courses what Ramakrishna is conducting, I am here. Yesterday I was in JNT to teach teachers on how to teach well. Teaching teachers how to perform well, because I was a director for academic staff college where teachers get trained. So do your activity in different field. Keep your mind active all the time so that it does not think on different things, unnecessarily waste time. Most of the time you think on something which is useless for you, and the whole day you will think something, and the end of the day you think, what I thought? All useless. Nothing you learn by thinking in this world. Quite useless. Today I heard some news. The average youth spending time in their life watching TV is 3 times higher than in India. 3 times higher than what a Westerner and European do. 3 times higher. We spend unnecessarily time on TVs. So many channels. What do you gain by this? And this is the only country in which you will see obituary columns 3 pages. After death your picture will come in paper. So and so fellow dead. And every old fellow at home we will see reading the newspaper. Oh, I have not read. I have not dead. If I have dead, my picture will come here. They will realize they have living in this world only when they see their picture is not in the paper. Lot of time is wasted unnecessarily in this world. When you live 60 years in this world, how many years you really live? Ask a question yourself. Keep an account on your life. You will realize you are not living. Most of the people are not living. When you get 1,000 rupees salary, you keep account. 10,000 rupees you will keep an account. Nice account. How much you spend, how much is balance. A credit to debit account in your life. Keep a credit to debit account of your own life. When you live 60 years, how many years you will sleep? 8 hours in 24 hours. Government employees will sleep more in the office. Forget about it. 8 hours if you sleep, 1/3 of your life you are sleeping. 20 years you will sleep. Next you have 20 years, subtract, gone. Only 40 years you are sleeping. And looking good, not feeling good. Feeling good is something better. Looking good is important for people. Internally you are troubling, but Colinos, nice smile on the face. You want to be pretend in this world, no? Personality development in the normal English dictionary. Any one of you have seen dictionary before attending this course, personality development? What does personality development means? Go and refer. You will not attend this course. Personality development is giving a facial expression of being good, looking good but not being good. In Bharatiya Shastra, personality development, Vyaktitva Vikasam. Vyaktitva Vikasam is not equal to personality development. Personality development is showing that you are good. But in Indian style of personality development means feeling you are good. When you will feel you are good, at the end of the day you should feel today I have used my life well. Keep an account on your life. I have lived today. And what is that we want ultimately? Be happy. Ask a question, are you happy? Sitting here you are not happy. That means you are not living. This 1 hour is wasted in your life. A day, if you don't enjoy, that day is wasted. A good personality is a person who feels happy in his life. Whatever happens, be happy. Any problem comes, you say no problem. What do you say? No problem. You hit somebody, you say no problem. He hit you back, you say no problem. No problem is bigger than you. Your personality grows beyond your problems. For a person who has not grown personality, then a problem is a big problem because he has not grown. If you have grown, then what will happen? Problem will become smaller and you will become larger. Any problem in your life is bigger than you? Ask a question yourself. Whether you are bigger or problem is bigger. We are bigger, but always we will say, I am in a problem. If you want to get inside a problem, problem should be bigger and you should be small. Whenever problem comes, people will become small. And problem becomes bigger. When they get inside a problem, you will never see solution. You will see only problems around. So don't get into problem. Whenever there is a problem, take the problem, swallow it, take 1 glass of water, tomorrow it will go into toilet. No problem. Just flush it out. Don't worry. Don't carry problems with you. Many people will carry problems. There is a nice story. A guru and few shishyas were crossing a river. And a wonderful nice lady was trying to cross the river and she could not. What the guru did? Guru took her and shishyas were wondering, how can a Swamiji take this lady? He should not have done this. And Shishyas were unhappy because they did not get a chance. And anyway, the Swamiji took the first chance and took her in his hand and then dropped her on the other side. Evening there was a satsang. Then Swamiji started taking class. Then the Shishya told, I have one doubt, sir. What is that? Why did you take that lady? As Swamiji, you are not supposed to do that. Then Swamiji asked, which lady? No, while crossing the river you took somebody. I have dropped her, no. But why you did not drop it? What happened to Shishyas? Even though Swamiji dropped her and forgot about that incident, the Shishyas were carrying the girl throughout the day. This is the problem. You can take anything, but don't take too much. Keep it. Can you hold one glass of water? If I give you one glass of water, can you hold that? How many of you can hold one glass of water? Please raise your hand. Raise your hand totally. All of you can, correct? You cannot. You don't want. You cannot, because I did not tell you how long you have to hold it. You can hold it for some time. If I ask you to hold it for 3 weeks, one day totally, you will feel tired. If you can hold it, you can hold it for some time. You try for 1 hour, your hand will start paining. So any problem you carry for longer time, you will have pain. So what you should do? Don't carry for longer time, just dump it. If you keep it, a small problem. Holding a glass of water is a small problem. But if you keep it for longer time, it will become heavier for you. So in life you should know what to throw and what to carry with you. Time is very precious in life. Don't carry unnecessary things and waste your time. Buddhi and manas has to work. Physical, emotional, intellectual. This growth in spirituality will give you power to decide what is good and what is bad. When there is a fighting between the mind and the manas and the buddhi, the spirituality will come to your control and tell, don't do this and don't do this. The manas will start reflecting, and then after doing a job, your own Atma will tell you, you should not have done this. That's what happens to us, right now. We do many things with lot of thinking process, lot of emotional attachment. Either the manas or the buddhi, whatever suggests, we will do it. But after some time, before sleep or soon after doing it, your own Atma will tell you, oh, you should not have done this. Who is telling you? Your own Atma. Because this Atma did not reach to the spiritual level. So raise your Atma to spirituality, and then what you should do? Bring your manas to the level of spirituality, so that always your desire will be in concurrence with the Atma. That's what Lord Krishna says, Uddared Atmanatmanam Atmanam avasadayet Atmaiva hyatmano bandhu Atmaiva ripuratmanaha. Your mind becomes your own enemy, ripu, or the mind becomes your own friend. Depends on how good your mind is, how closely you keep your mind to spirituality, Atmiyada. So be creative, be spiritual. Don't just get into the dumb, nasty thinking process in which nothing is learned, no good activity comes out of your mind. So clean. Keep doing something for somebody else. If you have nothing to do, help to somebody else. Let it start from your own home. If you have nothing to do, clean your house. Once APJ Abdul Kalam was giving a lecture and somebody asked, how can I help others? You are telling helping others. Then he said, clean your house. Sir, my house is very clean. Now what is to be done? Go and clean next fellow's house. And all houses in your municipality you clean. Then if everything is over, you clean the street. This is how he answered. Even though it was very mild, silly answer, but it means lot of things. Ena kena prakarena yasya kasyapi dehinaha sandosham janayat pratna tadaivam ishvara pujanam. Equal to serving God is making somebody else happy in this world. Ena kena prakarena. How and what and where and when you do doesn't matter. Do something which will make others happy in this world. That is equal to serving God. Serving God is serving people, because everyone is in God. They are immatured God. When they develop their personality, they will become real God. Therefore, this is the right chance for you to grow somebody into Godhood. You become God, you serve somebody, make them also God, and everybody will become God. Himalayam samarabhya yavat Hindu sarovaram tam deva nirmidam desham Hindustanam prajakshade. This is the only place in which you will see God everywhere. Everyone is considered as God. Our Sankalpa says that everyone is God. Our Sankalpa doesn't say somebody came here and then served people. We serve people and then become God. Every priest becomes God. And he can communicate to God. Each one of us can get into that level where we can communicate to God. What is the difference between others and Vivekananda, Ramakrishna and all? They reached into Godhood by serving people. Whatever they have left for people. I don't say that you have to leave house, then try to become Ramakrishna or Vivekananda. Sitting at house also you can serve. Serve your mother, serve your father, keep your house clean, make them happy at least. If you cannot make everybody happy, make your own family happy. Then make your surroundings happy. Serve them whatever way you can. Make your roles clean. Think yourself as a student, am I 100% good student? If not, what is wrong? Try to improve yourself. As a speaker, am I doing the right job? By standing here, am I doing the best way what I can? If not, what can I do to improve myself? Think every day. Improve our job. Improve our role. Am I a good husband? Ask myself. Am I a good father? If I am not a good father, what should I do to be a good father? What should I do to be a good husband? What should I do to become a good brother? Ask yourself in different roles whether we are playing the nice role, and improve yourself. Keep your goal and see, this is what I should become at this age. Next year when I become this is what I should gain. Keep a goal every moment. Keep updating your goal, and then you should have a goal in life. If you don't have a goal, it is like getting into a bus. The conductor will ask you where you want to go. You take me anywhere, no problem. Then he will say, please get down from this life. So your life is a travel. You should know where you are going. You should have a goal. If you don't have a goal, it becomes wandering in life. End your life, that's easier. Don't commit suicide and then blame me today. Keep a goal so that you will become better. Keep your morals, values very good. Role, goal and values. These three things have to be clear in your mind. This is what I have to tell, and this is 7:30 now. So I have touched upon goal, role, value. Reaching to that, physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual and social aspect. Social aspect is serving people and being a part of community that human beings only can do. So being human is human being. So be a human being, that's what is essential. A good personality is a person who will live holistically in this world by growing himself, good desire, do everything what he can do to improve himself. And automatically you will become better. So physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual growth. And improving yourself in goal, role and values. This will become very good. And automatically personality will get developed. And it cannot be developed in 5 days course unless you practice whatever you learn. You will learn yogasana and then you will never practice in your life. This becomes waste. Whatever lesson you listen, if you don't practice it, that becomes waste. So if you have few questions, probably I can answer.